Hello, viewers. Today is Monday, November 25th, 2024. We are here with Mr. S.N. Sukumar to get his opinions on the fourth day's play between India and Australia on the first test at Perth. Welcome back, Mr. Sukumar. India did win the first test match at Perth by a very comprehensive way. And as we discussed yesterday, that the top two batsmen, Khawaja and Smith, did not lost that long. So India was able to get the remainder of the wickets rather quickly, except for Travis Head and Mitchell Marsh. So I just want to seek your analysis and opinions on the fourth day's play and then the entire match as well.
Thank you, Suresh. But to start with, I would like to congratulate Team India for the excellent performance in the Perth Test after being bundled out for 150 in the first innings after two sessions. And it gives a lot of hope for the followers of Indian cricket for the next coming four Test matches on the line. Moreover, starting with the fourth Test play, India had the fortune of getting the Usman Khawaja early, mishooking and then getting a catch, that is getting a skyer for the slip fielders behind the slip and then Sharma to take the catch. Next comes is the small partnership between Smith and Travis Head, and later Smith got it a nice delivery. The ball just moved away, and he also nicked. So thereafter, we have partnership of 82 runs between Travis Head and Mitchell Marsh, who scored 47. And then that was the only resistance Australians can throw on Indian bowlers, apart from the small contribution from Alex Carey, who got 36 runs to his credit. With all these things, they could only get the play extended beyond T. And it was all over after T, and Indian fans and the Indian players were very happy getting the first test victory. His first test victory in Australia. So, which was not done, as we already discussed. First test is always going to be was always a bad experience in the sense that we couldn't go play as per the expectations, and with this definitely gave a very good exposure for the newcomers, in the sense the youngsters, like two newcomers, Nitish Kumar Reddy and Ashit Rana. They did really well what is expected of. And this gave the bowling unit a much better advantage in the coming matches.
Yeah, so it looks as though that the Indian batsmen did very well on the second innings, and then the Indian bowlers did very well in both the innings to bundle Australia out for a cheaper score. So that being the case, this sets the stage for a very interesting test match, the next test match at Adelaide, which is going to be a pink ball test. It's a day and night test. So before going into the series, everybody was thinking that India will not be able to do very well on a day and night match on the pink ball because Australian bowling is pretty strong, and that was the original presumption. But it looks as though that India is in a much better position now for the pink ball test going into the test, because our bowlers are doing much better than the Australian bowlers, and our batting was also pretty strong when compared to the Australian batting. Australian batsmen, they are not in a very good form, and I don't think they have many choices to replace as well. So what do you think about this next test match, given the fact that traditionally the pink ball test match is favorable to the bowlers, especially fast bowlers? What do you think will happen in the next test match, and what are India's chances in the next test match?
India's chances are very bright. As you said, India is definitely better balanced than Australian team as of now after the Perth Test match victory. And the conditions are going to be totally different from what we experienced in Perth. It is going to be a day followed by night sessions. And there will be a lot of natural phenomena like dew and overcast, in the sense thick atmosphere. So many things comes into play for the ball to move at a good speed. So these conditions, whoever bats for longer, in the sense if their innings is going to last about 60 to 65 overs in these conditions, that team is going to do well as far as my knowledge goes down. If they're going to bat less than that, they might not get that many runs, because you may not get much of a scoring opportunity in those conditions. Only if you had balls on the pads, you might get some runs. Or if you go to slash, if he's going to be the stump line, invariably it will move, it will have a bounce. So whatnot. It might not be a good sign for all the batters in altogether.
And especially given the fact that the Australian batsmen are not in a very good nick, India goes into this test match with a huge advantage. That's what I believe. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely it's a huge advantage because our batters have come good. Though in a sunny conditions, they would have gained more confidence. No? And there are going to be two more batter established, not so established. And all the captain is coming back with Gill. I think he'll be fit for the Adelaide Test match. Those two batters, they're all pure batters, pure test batters. If they come in, then they go to negotiate. Not necessary to score 100 and all. If you could play 60, 70 balls, then it could be a different story for the bowling unit because it is going to be tough conditions for any batting side to face pink ball in a second session.
So, from an Indian team perspective for the next test match, I personally feel there are going to be two changes. One, Rohit Sharma coming in for maybe Padikal, and then you will see Shubman Gill coming in for Dhruv Jural. And so, from a bowling unit perspective, I think India might not change the bowling attack. They might also persist with Washington Sundar. That's what I think. What do you feel about the Indian 11 for the next test match?
Yeah, under the circumstances, even I personally felt Washington has done a reasonably good job because he got 20s in both innings. What is expected of team management? What is, expects Washington to do that? And he also got 2 wickets. That he didn't bowl too many overs. He got 2 wickets. So okay, but having superseded two legends who is sitting in the bench with about 850 wickets and 10 hundreds in between them, really disappointing. And then it is a team management's call. And I don't think they will reopen that topic even for Adelaide Test match. They will only retain with them. They will go with Washington Sundar. That is what my feeling. Because he has the technique to play even later on the order.
Yeah. And then looking at the Australian side, they got a lot of headache because that debutant Nathan McSweeney didn't do very well on both the innings. Kawaja failed in both the innings, and it looks like Smith is not in a very good form at all, and their low order is not capable of scoring lot many runs, and they are banking on just Travis Head at this point and some minimum contributions from Alex Carey down the order. Other than that, it looks as though that their batting has become very, very weak, and it is unlike Australia because in Australian condition, Australian batsmen are supposed to do very well, and historically they have done very well. So this is probably a big headache for Pat Cummins and the team management, is it not?
Yeah, it definitely is a big headache for not only for Pat Cummins, even for the Australian selectors, because after David Warner's retirement, they have not got any replacement. A promising player to fill his shoes, not necessarily of his same caliber, but some promising players to hold the spot. But they didn't pick such a player as of now. They are trying so many things, but they are also the transition period of regrouping, and then even Smith is not among the runs. That is going to be a big headache for the Australian selectors, even and for the Pat Cummins as well.
Okay, so let's wait and watch. The second test is going to be even more interesting, given the fact that it does look like, based on statistics and historical information, it's a low-scoring match in Adelaide, more or less. The bowlers will have the advantage all through the test match. So let's see how that pans out. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Yasan Sukumar. We will come back with another episode just before the second test match. And thank you very much for all your time this week.
Thank you, Suresh. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, that's it, viewers. We will come back with another episode just before the second test match at Adelaide. Till then, take care.